Hi everyone, it's Dr. David. I know that you haven't seen me here on YouTube for a long time, but as you know, the year 2020 has been hard for everyone. And I think that it is time for me to do a little quick video. So I wanted to come in here and talk to you guys about what have I learned in this last year that I have been on YouTube. I opened this YouTube channel the end of January of 2020, right after I attended my doctoral graduation and I got my doctorate degree. I decided to open this channel as a way to give back to all those nursing students that, like myself, struggled so much throughout nursing school and being able to understand material that the teachers were teaching in a certain way that really didn't go hand in hand with the way that I learned things. So I said that when it got to the point where I felt comfortable, had the experience as well as the credentials, I would somehow give back, and YouTube is the thing. However, no one would ever prepare me for what it took to do a YouTube channel. You see so many of these channels out here that everyone looks super perfect, and you would think that they would not have to go through struggles in recording them. Personally, I am not a very good public speaker. I may seem that way now that I'm a little bit more comfortable, but I am considered more of an introvert. And when I decided to open this YouTube channel, I said that this would be also a way for me to be able to become comfortable in front of the camera, in front of a big audience, in order for me to interact with people that I've never met through the comments and answering their questions. And I have met so many people, and I'm super thankful for everyone that has always been very interactive in the comment section, as well as sending me emails, etc., or following me in my other social media forums like Instagram or Facebook, and I have a TikTok now, all under the same name, DrRegisteredNurse. But if I tell you, oh my gosh, when I started recording the videos, I would get so aggravated and frustrated because I would have to do, and what I thought I could do in one take would take me 10, 15, 20 takes in the beginning, and hopefully if you go back to my earlier videos, you'll see.
Transmitió de la civeta al ser humano. Se cree que vino de la bronquitis de... Hola a todos, la doctora David. Hoy vamos a hablar del virus corona.
This YouTube channel so that you can get a baseline as to where beta receptor.
That there has been a good progression, but it was a struggle, and I would get so frustrated that I was like, you know what, is this even worth it? Like, should I even be in this type of forum? Should I just stick to the social media and just teach in person, because this maybe wasn't for me? And one advice that I have for all of you that are trying to open these YouTube channels is that you're going to go through those struggles. Stop guiding yourself by these people that are here on YouTube looking super perfect, like, they were born to be in front of the camera. Trust and believe that they probably did that take like 25 times and then went ahead and also edited. So no one's ever comfortable in front of a camera, basically talking to yourself. Hopefully, it does well, and a lot of people receive the message you're trying to portray through this camera. But know that if you're trying to open a YouTube channel and you're not comfortable in front of a camera, it takes time, and know that it's not going to happen in the first take, second take, the third take, the fourth take. I mean, it took forever for me to be able to say, okay, well, I got what I wanted, let me go edit it and then put it out there. And it's never perfect. There's always going to be a critic. So another tip that I have for you is go in there knowing that you are going to be criticized, and you are going to be told, oh my gosh, your lighting, the music in the background, this, that, and the other thing. So there's nothing that you can do that will be able to be good for everyone in the entire world. There's always going to be some that are going to try to challenge, and that in itself is a discouragement. So a lot of times I felt that seeing some negative comments would kind of affect the way that I did the next video, and sometimes I would last longer without uploading a new video because I thought there was something wrong with me, and I let them get to my head. So another tip I have to tell you, ignore all the negativity, because if you are opening up a YouTube channel to help others, it doesn't matter what it is that you're doing, that is a service. And it shouldn't, for example, this thing just went out on me right now, so I don't even know. And I'm not even going to edit that portion because I want you to see what happens. The computer just turned off a little bit, so probably affected my lighting, but I'm up to the point where it's okay because I want you to see what happens in reality. So don't get discouraged by the negativity. Just do you, do what you want to do and service others, as long as it's in a positive manner and not with negativity in the background. Just focus on your goal and get it done and put it out there. And if it does well, great. If it does bad, it's fine. It's a learning experience. You're getting comfortable in speaking to others, in speaking, you know, with no one here, and getting comfortable in front of a camera and a video, and it's fine. So know that when you're starting on YouTube, there's going to be a lot of struggles and a lot of people trying to discourage you. And actually, I served as my own discouragement because I was like, oh my God, I'm not good enough for this. I see other people doing excellent. But it took me time to realize that every struggle I went through, I'm sure every one person did that went on YouTube. All those perfect videos, trust me that that's not how it comes out the first time, okay? Another thing that I didn't realize, that I thank my husband for letting me know of this, because he's, you know, he always watches YouTube videos and stuff. You have to be consistent. So in the beginning, I was struggling so much with getting the right lighting. You know, we went through so many different lighting fixtures in order to, you know, to get the perfect lighting. And you know, still, I think my lighting could be better. We bought cameras and all this stuff. But all that doesn't matter if you're not consistent. So if you're not putting out those videos like 1, 2, 3 times a week, you're not going to be able to get into that, you know, algorithm that everybody talks about. So in the beginning, I was putting out a lot of videos. But then it became a point, especially how 2020 went about with this COVID pandemic, that I kind of slowed down with that. And I was focusing on a lot of other things. Like I wrote a book. I opened my consulting company where I help, and it's flourishing, and I help doctoral students throughout the entire doctoral journey. So I'm their doctoral coach. So I've been doing a lot of different things, and some, you know, here and there I would put up videos of different topics, but I haven't really been consistent. And honestly, that's something that I have to work on in terms of YouTube. So if I want this channel to continue to succeed, I'm going to have to go to consistency. So when people say, you know, they upload a video every Monday, make sure you're uploading it every Monday. In the beginning, I was hoping to upload Tuesdays and Thursdays, but it came to a point where I was just uploading on Thursdays. So you have to be consistent in order for you to be successful. So that's another lesson that I learned during this past year that I've been on YouTube. Have I increased the following? Of course. I'm so thankful for all of you that have followed this channel, and hopefully, you know, you continue to follow it, and make sure that you like the videos if you like them, share with your family and friends, and make sure you hit that bell in order for you to get notifications as to when I post things. You see that whole thing that I just said? You don't know how many times I've had to re-say it and reword it and stuff, because I would never get comfortable with like, oh, make sure you press the like button and subscribe to this channel and talk down here. Like all that stuff to me was super annoying because I felt like I was like begging, but in actuality, that's how the channel grows, right? And you're not going to feel comfortable asking people to do those things, like, you know, in the comments and like and notifications and all these things, but it's all part of the channel itself. It's all part of the persona that you have online, and it took me forever to get used to that. So know that that is super normal for you to feel uncomfortable. And if you watch my videos from the beginning to the last one that I did, I've said those words so many different ways. So I don't even know how these YouTubers out here, they happen to say the same phrases in every video. Like, make sure you press that like button and the bell for notifications. Write down in the comments so they have it down packed. I can never do that. So I think that's part of my authenticity, and I like it. I don't want things to be very scripted. So to me, it works for me. But I know that if you look at my videos, they all say the same words different ways in different times. So also know that you should say that, look, it happened again. The computer just turned off. So I'm just going to leave it because I want you to see what happens when you're trying to record these things. Me, the perfectionist that I am, I would go back to my editing program and edit all that out. Or even worse, I would literally pause and restate everything I just said again. You don't know how frustrating it is. So know that you are doing it right. It's going to come out right. Don't stress about it. There's a fix for everything. But also know that you're not alone. Because trust and believe that I have gone through everything trying to get this right. Okay? So there are many struggles that you go through when you are opening a YouTube channel. So know that you're not alone in that. And the biggest thing I think is also, and I talked about this a little bit ago, the lighting. You have to make sure you have the right lighting. I open these shades up to get more lighting into my office. I have a ring light in front of me. I have a chandelier light on here. I have a light over here for my phone. So you have to get the lighting right. You have to get the good camera. I've done many videos using my iPhone. Like when you see me do videos that I write with my hands as opposed to in front of a board. The ones you've seen me in front of a board, it's with a camera. And I've gone through a couple cameras. And lo and behold, I go and spend all this money on a nice camera. I probably used it for 2 videos and I haven't used it since. So there is money to be spent when you're trying to make these YouTube videos. It's not something that just comes out of the blue and that you can do it. I thought that that's how it was until I started seeing all these other videos that had this wonderful lighting and this wonderful setup. And I'm like, what the heck? Why doesn't mine look like that? So we started exploring and started trying different lightings. And there was a point where there was so much light on me that I don't know how my eyes weren't watery. It was so uncomfortable. So I got rid of those. And I stick to the ones I said, the ring light. I'll do natural light, sunlight if it helps. Before I turned this ring light on for this video, I had the natural light going and that wasn't helping, or the chandelier. So I had to bring this ring light on. So just to conclude, know that you're going to go through many struggles. Know that you're going to have to be consistent when opening a YouTube channel in order for your audience to grow. And know that you're going to probably have to spend a little money in order for you to get that perfect lighting, that perfect video. And before I forget, editing program. So don't go out there buying all these fancy editing programs. That is not needed. I'm going to put down in the description the editing program that I use. It's Camtasia. It was relatively affordable. I think I paid like $250 and it gave me the program and I can put it in 2 or 3 computers, and it's not a membership because I know that there's a lot of editing programs out there that require membership. I did not have Camtasia for the entire time. I did do the iMovie that Apple provides in their Apple computers for a while until my videos started getting a little bit more complex, and I said I need a better editing tool because it was taking way too long. Now, mind you, I had no experience in editing, so don't think that I did. No one was editing my videos, and that is that was a constant problem I had in my house because I said, okay, I'm doing all these things for this YouTube channel that everybody wanted me to open, and then I'm like, okay, I'll open it, and then I'm also doing my editing. Come on, guys, right? So I was using the iMovie. That was really good for me. I learned so much. And again, if you go back to my original videos, some of them might be a little choppy because I didn't know how to do some tricks in order to cut down on the videos. So it's all a learning experience. You do not have to be a super editor or a super pro to open a YouTube channel. But what you do have to understand that it is a learning curve, and just like anything that you're trying to learn, you're going to have to go through that when opening YouTube. And that's kind of like the fun of it too, because now I'm able to tell you all these things that maybe if I would have known before, or actually, you know, maybe I saw it somewhere and I just didn't believe it. I said, oh, come on. It can't be that hard to do a YouTube video. Hell to the yes is hard. So know that there is going to be a learning curve. And hopefully this video that I'm doing for you tells you that. And I'm telling you, unless you went to school for editing and for lighting and for recording and all that, then that's different. But for the regular person like me trying to get into YouTube, you're going to have to learn how to do things. And that iMovie from the Apple helped me a lot, but then I had to go on to something bigger and better. And from all the ones that I explored, Camtasia worked for me, one-time fee, and that's it. I don't have to pay any membership. Also, before I finish this, make sure that you get a really good program that you can do your thumbnails in. I use PicMonkey, and that is a membership. I think it's like $7.99, and it can go a month, and it can go a little bit higher if you wanted to remove backgrounds and stuff. So know that there are programs out there to help you with everything. And I'm actually going to do a part 2 of this video telling you exactly everything that I've used and that I've learned about in terms of programs that help me carry out a better YouTube video. So I'm going to do a part 2. So let's make this a part 1. Look at that. Look how comfortable I am now talking to you guys. This wasn't me. Okay. I want you to go back to the video I did about when I met the 1,000 follower mark. There were so many redos. It was ridiculous. I want you to go see that. But right now I feel comfortable talking to you because I've been doing it for a while. And that's what happens. Once you feel comfortable, everything kind of flows. You're not stuttering on your words. Like I used to stutter so much. I still do, probably a little bit. When I see this video back, I'm probably going to catch myself. But the point is that I'm comfortable. And guess what? I told you in the beginning, what was my #1 goal? Yes, I wanted to teach nursing students, but I also wanted to become comfortable in public speaking with people that I've never know. I've met some, but to talk by yourself in a room, it's a little bit uncomfortable. So now I am comfortable. So this is what I want you to do. So you know I messed up those last 5 seconds of that video. That's why you see me here again, because I had actually finished it. And then when I rewatched it, I said, hold up, I forgot to say something. I forgot to say subscribe to my channel. So let me start that over. This is what I want you to do. I want you to subscribe to this channel if you have not done it already. Press the like button. Don't forget to hit that bell for notifications so that you know when I put up a video next, because it's going to start happening again. And go down in the comments and tell me what you think. Did this video help you? And guess what else I have to tell you? Make sure you share it with your friends and family. Bye.